ela meio que cagou, tipo, pra pá. Eu acho que quem vai se importar mais talvez seja o Fitz. Mas tá... Eu sinto que a gente tá chegando em algum lugar. Se eu falar com o Fitz. Ou posso falar com ela também.
There used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question. I must say the girls are awfully well behaved today. I think they know we're in the presence of company.
They belong to you? Why do you keep them in a cage?
They need a special diet, particular treatment. I let them out to fly occasionally, of course. But they're all one of a kind. I couldn't let anything happen to them.
Do they have names?
Of course. Let me introduce you to Tabitha, Tamara, and Tatiana.
I've already forgotten all three of those names.
Which one is which?
Oh, that's simple. Tatiana is the oldest, Tabitha is the most patient, and Tamara has the best sense of rhythm.
Ok, deixa eu ir pra página dos pássaros aqui. Tatiana. Tabata. E a Tamara. Tamara. Ritmo. Tabata paciente. Tatiana é a mais velha.
Glad we cleared that up.
What about the one on your head?
On my head? He's just my hat. He doesn't have a name. Who would name their hat?
Eu pensei que era um pássaro também.
Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
Haven't seen this one in a while. He lives in the music room, doesn't he?
Currently.
I can't decide what's worse. How she looks here, or how she looks now.
Do you know who this is? In the photo?
Oh, absolutely no idea.
Por que ninguém fala?
Looks a little simple for Poppy, doesn't it? I thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her.
Por que ninguém fala da
Yes,
Poppy?
it's my... my flower.
You don't like it?
I'm no good at caring for plants. I forget to water them. Birds are much easier. They're a lot more vocal when they get thirsty.
Do you at least like the look of the flower?
The look?
The colors? The shape of it?
Between you and me, I think it's a little vulgar. That's rather strange now, isn't it?
We found it in your room.
Just lying around, was it?
Nope. You'd hidden it, but we found it.
We do that.
Who's the her in the message? And what's the deal with the petals?
It's really none of your business. Ooh, a secret diary.
That's our guess too.
Excellent. Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes.
Ela não gosta da Pop. Ela não gosta da Pop porque a Pop tem uma coisa com Fitz aí. O Now I'll Get Her é por causa da Pop.
I know a lot of people rather like this painting, but it's a little much for me. I find it overbearing. And for some reason, it makes me feel bad for Freya. I think she was more troubled than we knew. Freya was very talented, even at that age.
Do you know how old this photo is?
Not sure. Must be a couple of years at least. Sometime before Fiona settled on her current style. Oh, did Fitz show you that?
Not exactly.
We found it hidden under his bed.
Ah, right. Lovely. A bit vain to carve wooden figurines of oneself, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken, that little red and white one is supposed to be a bird of some kind.
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Não, vou deixar pra depois. Calma. Calma que eu tô avaliando aqui as coisas aos poucos. Eu quero muito ver o que o Fitz tem pra falar, cara. Oi, Fitz. Tudo bom, queridão? Você tem algo a me dizer sobre isso aqui?
This is yours, Fitz?
Yeah,
Do you use it?
I keep all my tools in the greenhouse.
That wasn't what she asked.
Fitz.
A flower.
Yeah, it's a flower. We found it in Penny's room.
Okay.
Mean anything to you?
Why would it?
Come on.
I don't really go into Penny's room or anywhere in Pointer Tower. I just don't have a reason to.
Aham, isso aqui.
Fitz, one of these drawings is of you, in the rooftop garden, I think, with Poppy.
Mm-hmm. Are we done? This is a good example of how things work. I mix that soil here in the greenhouse. It's made with water from the lake.
And it makes the fruit grow all shiny and gemstony.
Sometimes. You never really know what's going to happen.
And what do you do with this shiny and edible fruit?
You look at it.
Entendi.
Any idea who this is?
No idea. It's Fifi and Freya.
Don't you think Poppy should be in the photo too?
Maybe, maybe not. She doesn't really like crowds.
2 people isn't a crowd.
Right, but if she was in the photo, then it'd be 3.
Checkmate.
Those petals,
What?
they're red.
Jura?
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. That's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
Penelope's 3 favorite birds. She's very protective over them.
Are they, like, her pets? Do they have names?
Oh, they have names. Penelope loves to name things.
Do you remember what she named them?
I do not.
Ele não se importa com a Penelope.
knows about birds. You should ask her instead.
Actually, I wanted to ask you about something. There's a plant mentioned on this page, see? Do you have any? In the greenhouse?
No, I don't grow that anymore. I've tried, in the past. It's incredibly difficult, even for me. I could never get it to live more than a couple of weeks. Looks like someone doesn't want you to read that book.
That's the main thing making me want to read it.
What's with the broken glass? Freya's best work, in my opinion. Although, the photo doesn't carry the same energy as the real thing.
What do you think it's a painting of?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the subject matter? What's that big red thing?
Oh, I don't think it's that kind of painting. Poppy's piano music. I remember when she started learning. She's improved a lot since then.
Yeah, that's generally how it works.
Right. Of course.
We found these up in the rooftop garden. Do you know how long they've been there?
No, could have been a long time. We don't ever really clear up the rooftop garden.
Why not?
Nature is unruly. In truth, it prefers to be left alone.
Oi, mantovas.
Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's genius.
Felix made that? Huh. That's quite sweet, really.
There's something about the report of Fitz going up Pointer Tower. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Fifi. Temos algumas coisas pra te mostrar aqui, tá, querida? Isso aqui.
This photograph is my favorite photograph.
So, why'd you rip it in half?
That was not me. Besides, it was not a half that was ripped off. It was only a third.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
Cara, por que ninguém fala que é a Pop?
Why did Poppy leave shards of glass all over this statue?
What makes you think it was Poppy?
The statue lives in the music room. Who else would it be? I am scared of birds.
Why?
It is an irrational fear. I have no suitable explanation.
Oh,
Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
in the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Nope.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate. An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends, right?
We are, yes.
But
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere. It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what. Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next! There is a drawing of me, a drawing of Detective Hawkshaw, and a drawing of Poppy and Fitz. I believe Freya was attempting to communicate something through this painting.
Any idea what it was?
I am not the person to ask. All I see is a blood-red mountain with angry storm clouds brewing above it. As such, I cannot ascertain any meaning from it whatsoever. What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands.
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues. A wooden carving of my father, made by my father, Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint. It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model of Flora, you mean?
And a man with a beard. And a little red and white creature.
Why would my father make a model of Freya? It is a model of Freya, made by my father.
A model...
And a man...
Why would...
Eu mostro o diário dela.
A book. My book.
And what's in it?
Pages.
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room. Something.
Let's ask her about it.
Todo mundo tá virando suspeito, velho. Menos a Pop. Tem algo acontecendo aqui.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either. Oh, my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall. What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field. That's a flower joke, but she was.
Interesting.
Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either. A diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary. These were drawn by Freya. She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
Poppy's two closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there. Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Steady on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me. I think you may wish to adjust your threshold of what you consider to be a clue. I've seen those earmuffs before. They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always wears?
Whenever I've seen him, yes. This is supposed to be Felix, is it?
I think so.
I see he's afforded himself considerable artistic license. This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know. He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And
Esqueci
he does
disso.
have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
Eu esqueci de perguntar. Deixa eu falar com a... com ela. Sobre o Félix.
I must say, I really don't care for the den of self-delusion that he's retreated into. People are better off when they just let themselves be themselves. Between you and me, I think Felix is secretly rather miserable.
Você terminou a ordem paranormal o quê? Iniciação, Galaf?
Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion, I've dared to visit him in his tower, but I always regret it. It's all just a little too abstract for me.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide? Okay, so what should I do with that information? How does it help me?
Don't look at me. You're the one who memorized it.
Assiste Segredo na Floresta agora.
Eavesdrop what the stars are saying, earthly tether, slowly fraying, floating, helpless from the worst of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet. Feathers flashing in the light, from a sunbeam gleaming bright. I shield my eyes and turn my head, but all at once I've been misled. Light is shining on the stage, but through the railings of a cage. Foregone drifter, holding fast, days as shadow seeker past. Is it bravery or surrender, accepting that your world will render nothing darker than the gloom some four walls make around a room?
O que você tem a falar da Pop?
Poppy and I are friends.
Aham.
By that, dark clothes, blue hair, an average of 3 words per sentence. Oh, you're like 2 peas in a pod.
She's very kind, and she has an interest in plants. Unusual flowers, mostly. I've been teaching her.
Right.
Is something wrong? Penelope is my fiancée.
Don't take this the wrong way, but Penny doesn't really strike me as your type.
She's not who she pretends to be. People think she's... well, they make assumptions.
And how's the relationship doing? Recently.
Good. It's good.
Ele não gosta dela.
I imagine you don't visit the astronomy tower too often, do you?
No, but I still see Pointer, sometimes. He's always curious about what I'm growing in the greenhouse. Asks me about the birds, too, and insects. He's pretty clued up on his evolutionary biology.
I didn't think there was much overlap between astronomy and biology.
Felix is a contradiction. His loyalties are placed firmly within the realm of materialism, money, property. But his ego relies on an entirely fraudulent self-image, don't you think?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Fifi doesn't like me.
What did you do?
I'm not sure. If you find out, maybe you can let me know.
Professor Pointer's a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
I find her rather embarrassing. Little more than a spoiled child.
Penny must be at least 25.
27. Just makes it worse. Considerably intelligent, and her powers of observation are enviable. But she has no ambition. No focus.
In her defense, she's still a teenager.
Barely. Poppy has remarkable musical talent. She could be famous, wealthy even, if she wanted to.
She'd probably have to leave Tangle Tower first.
Quite. I'll say this, he's well suited to physical labor.
That's a nice way to put it.
Fitz spends most of his time alone in the greenhouse, but I heard he's been breeding experimental flowers. In secret.
Whoa, scandal.
I just wonder if he's getting restless. Did you get anything useful out of him?
Not sure. What about you?
Nothing worth committing to paper.
I think he knows more than he lets on.
Probably. But talking with him is so tedious. The people here are surprisingly materialistic, considering how sheltered they are.
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material. For what possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stone straight from the earth? A book from the library. One of hundreds, no doubt. What makes this one special?
It's about birds.
Yes, I see that. Some breed of amphibious humanoid. Potentially bipedal. Although none of the statues show the creature's feet.
I guess we'll never know.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it.
É o que ela tá procurando.
I have several theories. But they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
Ela tá atrás do besouro.
3 birds, 1 cage. What makes them worth keeping cooped up, I wonder? Would they not be happier flying free?
But then they might fly away from Tangle Tower entirely.
I wonder if they would. Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange. Is that a clue?
Dunno. It was important enough to be framed, though.
I framed my law degree, doesn't make it a clue.
Same? Yeah?
And you consider that important evidence, do you? These people really are ridiculous, aren't they? A diary. Have you read it?
Not yet. It's locked.
And you haven't attempted to force it open?
That would be cheating.
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for her, if that's what you're asking. She must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory. It's not quite as detailed as the others anyway.
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference. A photograph of Freya could be important. This is a potential murder weapon, is it not?
I don't know. I don't think the murderer would leave the murder weapon just lying around.
I think you'd be surprised as to what people leave lying around. Do you also have a pile of leaves as a clue?
Oh, not yet. Did you see some suspicious leaves?
One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music. I'd tell him not to quit his day job. But he hasn't got one, has he? These figurines remind me of a case I once solved involving a possessed doll. Turned out to be a bit of a smokescreen, as these things often do.
Your life sounds fun. Grimoire, why don't we ever have fun adventures like that?
Are we not having a fun adventure right at this very moment?
Tem isso aqui. Eu perguntei sobre ela. Não, falta perguntar pra eles.
Name, Percival Pointer. Age, 57. Profession, none.
I'm pretty sure he's an astronomer.
Oh, yes, of course. How uncharacteristically forgetful of me. Name, Penelope Pointer. Age, 27. Profession, ornithologist. Likes, birds. Dislikes? Insects. Notes. Penelope is very beautiful. I have never had very much in common with her. Name, Felix Fellow. Age, 53. Profession, none. Likes, collecting objects of negligible monetary value and assigning them personal value. Dislikes, the inescapable realities of human existence. Notes, Felix is my father and legal guardian.
And, is he a good dad?
I have no point of comparison, but I would say no.
No.
Oh, tadinho.
Why not?
You asked me a binary question. Do not get upset that I provided one of the two possible answers.
What makes him a bad father, Fifi?
He has trouble expressing his emotions, and something of a willful detachment from reality.
Huh. Just like you, then.
Grimoire.
No, he is quite correct.
Cara, temos muitas opções agora. Deixa eu vir aqui primeiro pra ver o que é isso. Ah, isso aqui provavelmente pra gente saber
That's a big lake.
It's kind
quem
of purple.
I think it's just...
Yeah, water with poison in it.
quem a gente acha que é o assassino. Mas tem ainda que perguntar as coisas. E a gente não conseguiu desvendar ainda isso aqui.
I'm still not sure about
Should
this.
we take another look?
Let's come back later.
Não dá pra fazer isso agora. Vamos lá. Tete, dá uma pausinha pro banheiro. Ok, pausinha pro banheiro. E a gente decide quais suspeitos a gente vai... Eu vou interrogar todos, aí achar os suspeitos também, né? Tipo, acho que dá pra procurar cada um. Mas eu ainda... A única coisa que eu tenho certeza é... A Pop e o Fitz estão se pegando escondido. A única coisa que eu sei. Obrigado, Nixon. Eu não falei com a Flora ainda. É. Tem muita coisa. É porque tem muita coisa pra falar com a Flora. Nossa, a Flora... Se bem que a Flora não fala nada.
Habla, Kinga. É isso mesmo.
Boa tarde, chat. Boa tarde, Bastet.
Boa tarde, Flash.
We spoke to Hawkshaw. I assume she didn't get anything out of you either. I bet that really ticked her off.
You know the guy in the other tower? Weird astronomy professor guy?
Can you see him from your window? Can he see you?
What do you know about Penny?
I can't really imagine those two being friends, to be honest.
You never know. Do you and Poppy get along?
Nothing. Shocker. Grimoire, what could you possibly be writing down?
Oh no, I gave up making notes ages ago. Now I'm just doodling in the margins. Do you and Fitz have anything to do with each other? Other than your initials?
We spoke to your daughter, Fifi. She's some kind of super intelligent scientist. You must be proud of her.
We met Felix, your husband. He's one of our suspects, and he seems pretty suspicious if you ask me. So, if you want to stick up for him, now's your chance.
Nice try.
Have you seen this book before? Do you know who it belongs to?
I really thought she was going to say something there.
Do you know anything about these birds? Or birds in general? Do you know anything about this beetle? This is a photo of Fifi, isn't it? Your daughter?
Do you recognize any of these feathers? What do you think of your husband's hobby?
Do you have any hobbies? You haven't seen this yet, have you?
It's a little model of you. Who were the other people next to you?
Cara. Cara.
I think it's a family trait.
Cara, é a porra desse pássaro pra caralho. Olha a arte do aqui, ó. Tem o pássaro desenhado aqui, cara. É a porra desse pássaro pra caralho, velho. É esse pássaro pra caralho. Agora, como? A gente vai ter que dar um jeito de descobrir. Cara, eu vou começar pela Hawk. Vamos começar pela Hawk aqui.
This
Suspeita.
little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense, if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
Mas eu sei
You're
quem foi.
such a tease, Hawkshaw. Don't worry, we already worked out what you're searching for.
Pera aí. O que a Hawk foi contratada pra descobrir? Sobre o besouro.
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
Surely even you can understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Não é um microscópio. É tipo, não é um microscópio. É um negócio que vê de longe.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
Fifi's eye gear was created by Fifi to use a microscopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. Nope. The handheld microscope, according to Hawkshaw, uses a microscopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it.
É isso.
That's not right.
A Fifi não disse algo sobre a lente? Disse que é uma lente pra ver coisa de longe. Cadê? É pra ver de longe. Uma lupa?
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a magnifying glass, so Hawkshaw lied about it. Almost. Maybe just... The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective?
Isso tem a ver com a história.
Emperor of the Galaxy.
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me, and so I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
Hora de falar com você, bonitão.
So, Fitz, I have a report that you were seen sneaking up Pointer Tower. Holding a knife.
That's not right. I don't go into Pointer Tower. I don't own a knife. And I don't sneak. Was it Fifi who told you this?
How did you know that?
A guess. She doesn't like me very much. But yeah, she was mistaken. Maybe she wasn't wearing her eye lens thing.
What do you think, Grimoire?
Fifi did see Fitz, but he was holding something else.
So, if it wasn't a knife, what
A
was
pena do
it?
pássaro. Ou a pá.
What about this?
Ah, that.
Is it yours?
It was a gift. It's sentimental. I have no reason to take it up Pointer Tower. I don't
não é
use it
isso.
at all.
Eu acho que não é isso.
An ornate trowel is the only thing that can destroy the potted fruit in the greenhouse. Nope. An ornate trowel is used by Fitz to look after a potted flower in Penny's room.
That flower.
Yes.
I've never seen it before.
We need a clue to compare to that flower. Something that proves its connection to Fitz.
Algo a comparar diretamente com o vaso de flor do quarto da Penny. Isso aqui?
Let's take a closer look at these. The pot and soil in Penny's room matches the pot and soil found in Fitz's greenhouse. Let me guess. Penny's flower was originally a gift from you, Fitz. There's no way it's a coincidence.
No way what's a coincidence.
The flower. It looks exactly like Penny.
It took me a long time to breed. I wanted the colors to be exactly right.
That's some gift.
Turns out Penny isn't particularly interested in looking after plants. So I go into her room every now and again when she's not there. Water the flower, change the soil. Just trying to keep it alive.
Ok. Vamos pra querida aqui.
So, yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red roses, and there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue.
Terraço.
Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
E no quarto? Cadê? Evidência da rosa vermelha. Putz.
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at. But it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those 2 bedrooms?
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me of?
One of Penny's
É
birds
isso?
was stolen from Poppy and Fitz, but it didn't work. Nope.
Ray Fitz.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz, but it didn't work. Almost. Maybe just change. One of Penny's birds was almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Uma coisa.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those two have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden. Let's take a closer look at these.
A pena amarela.
This yellow feather was deliberately dropped by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
Torta. Muda beijo. Quanto tempo? Tudo bom? Como você tá, meu irmão? Mano.
This yellow feather, almost.
Não.
Maybe just. This yellow feather, almost. Maybe just. This yellow feather was left
Foi o que eu tinha
behind
botado,
by
não?
Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
Eu jurei que eu tinha botado isso.
I can't stand it! Knowing the two of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days. But being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
Falei. Bora lá, Fifi.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation. Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary, is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and... This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Isso não é da Fifi, eu acho.
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
É o diário da Freya.
Let's take a closer look at this. This blue book is somewhat similar to the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya. Almost. Maybe just change.
Ué?
This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
Pera. Por que a Fifi esconderia o diário?
Freya didn't want anyone to see personal secrets kept in her bedroom. Nope.
Sei, dos desenhos?
Freya didn't want anyone to see. That's not right.
Essa eu não entendi. Ah, isso aqui dá dica. Será que isso aqui?
Fifi didn't want anyone to see drawings within Freya's diary. Almost. Maybe just change one thing. Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Eu não sabia que
true,
dava
Fifi?
dica.
I know Freya
Desse
was your
jeito.
friend, but if you're trying to hide something,
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Alright, Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
Está de volta, em carne e osso agora. Será que fui eu? Será que eu deixei escapar? Talvez eu deva jogar fora aquele quadro. Garralma funciona. Coisinha impressionante. Tenho 2 agora, preciso de mais 2. Garralma? Garralma não é o nome da planta que o pássaro come? Encontrei meu caminho até o meio, bastante simples comparado à harpa. Eu vi todos os 5, com olhos rabiscados de preto. Apesar de tudo, ainda tenho uma promessa a cumprir. Farei o meu melhor. Ela precisa de companhia. Cara, garralma é o que o passarinho come? Eu não lembro. Eu esqueci, mas eu não tô achando. Não. Tatum âmica. Ok.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is. Let's take a closer look at this. The painted knife is made out of a feather from an ink dip bird. Almost. Maybe just... The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Tem. A miniatura.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Pássaro Borra Tinta era mascote da Flora. Então ela guardava uma única pena para lembrar disso.
The ink dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather to remember it by.
Ah, eu fiquei na frente.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew away.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
Ela tá
By the
esperando
way,
o pássaro
she kept the
voltar.
feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
All right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
No ovo.
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty. Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not... Wait, there's something tucked inside this one.
Desenho de Flora e um passarinho. Há uma mensagem escrita à mão no verso. Pra você, com amor, Freya. Beijos. Será que é tipo uma fênix? A gente tem que falar com a... A gente tem que falar com ela. Ela que entende de pássaro.
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad.
How sweet.
É isso. How sweet. Fim.
These drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it?
I like these drawings, Flora.
Is there a reason why you wanted us to see them?
Freya drew these,
Yeah, I think so. There's a note on the back.
but she never showed them to me.
Well, I think it was a gift for your mother, like a private thing between Freya and Flora.
Books about
The
birds.
shelves are...
Oh, so
You knew
you're...
this already.
Does Flora still own that bird? Do you know?
Don't think so. The drawings are from a few years ago.
I see.
Did Freya draw these?
Yeah. There's a note on the back, too.
She was even closer to Flora than I realized.
Cara. E aí?
nice, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
It's a bird bath. Is that just rainwater? Looks a little weird.
The birds seem to like it.
They're even singing a little tune. Toot, 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 toot.
Please don't do that.
Depoimentos dos
All the
suspeitos.
statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
To see if anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the Moonlight Garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs.
I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do, so I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He followed us upstairs.
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
Parece que tá
All the
tudo certo.
statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other.
É. Tá perfeito. Que é muito bizarro, porque tá, tipo, perfeito.
I'm still not
Should we take another look?
Let's come back. It's full of the same weird water that was in the lake.
Any fish in there?
Not a single one. Although there is something in there.
It's a cassette tape. Or it used to be.
Mais um item pra eu mostrar pra todo mundo. Na real, eu sei exatamente pra que eu tenho que mostrar.
This is mine.
Really?
No, well, yes, it was. I gave it to Freya about a year ago.
What was on it?
Nothing. It was blank. Freya said she wanted to record something.
Any idea how it ended up underwater?
Maybe someone wanted to destroy it, but got really lazy.
All right, you got your wish.
Spooky murder mansion?
Spooky murder mansion.
This belongs to Poppy. In fact, she owns a number of cassette tapes.
What happened to it, though?
It has been left underwater for an extended period of time.
Right. But why?
I do not know why.
Books about...
The Shell knew this already.
Sem querer. Cara, eu sinto que faltam coisas ainda. Eu sinto que talvez faltam 2 pistas aqui, sabe? Pra completar todas as pistas bonitinhas. Mas aonde? Eu não tenho a menor ideia.